Tonight on KGW News, dangerous waves on the coast nearly sweep a woman out to sea.
Oh no! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Also tonight, inside the interrogation of the suspect accused of murdering a man Halloween night at the Vancouver Mall.
That person that's walking right there, is it you?
But first, new fallout in St. Helens.
Everybody wants him fired. They knew what was going on.
As parents call for accountability after 2 teachers are arrested for sex abuse, leads to several district leaders being forced aside. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Mulco. Tonight, the school board chair has resigned, and both the superintendent and St. Helens High principal have been placed on leave. Catherine Cook has the update, including the alum police credit for putting everything into motion.
Parents and students gathered here at the Village Inn in St. Helens to watch the meeting via Zoom. They wanted to be together as the news about their superintendent came down. They're not happy about how things are going, but they're relieved things are changing.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A clear decision by what's left of the St. Helens School Board. During an emergency meeting Friday, they voted to place Superintendent Scott Stockwell on paid administrative leave. The move comes after police arrested 2 St. Helens teachers accused of sexually abusing a total of 9 students.
Students have the right to a safe and secure learning environment.
The teachers in question were both in court this week and pleaded not guilty. Choir teacher Eric Stearns and retired teacher Mark Collins face counts of abuse that range from 2015 to January of this year.
It's been bad for a long time.
Kimberly Rydell was one of several parents and students who gathered to watch the Zoom meeting together.
I think it was important for everyone to be here today to show strength in numbers.
It broke my heart to hear that students were going through this and nothing happened for all these years.
I think it's way too late because it's been going on for a decade. But I'm glad that it's finally happening.
A big catalyst for that, Wednesday's school board meeting. Parents were furious after learning the school board knew about a police investigation into Stearns for 2 months before his arrest and allowed him to keep teaching.
For a long time, I didn't think that change in this district was a possible thing.
Police say Doug Weaver is responsible for launching their investigation. The 2007 St. Helens grad is now a TikTok creator. In September, he emailed the school safety tip line Safe Oregon and shared comments that St. Helens students had posted on a video he made about St. Helens teachers acting inappropriately.
My goal has always been the same. I do not want unsafe people in the classroom. I do not want these kids to have to go to school and not know if they're safe.
It's worth noting classes were canceled Thursday and Friday due to ongoing student protests. And we've just learned that the district has also canceled classes for Monday at Plymouth High School and St. Helens High School. In St. Helens, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
And as we follow these cases, the team at The Story is working to talk with people in the St. Helens community who have more information. If that is you, you can email thestory@kgw.com or call and leave a voicemail. The number 503-226-5090. To get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now, new video shows Vancouver police questioning the suspect in the deadly Halloween night shooting at the Vancouver Mall. 1 person died, 2 other people were hurt. In the interview, the suspect, Travis Ward, tells detectives while he went to the mall, he never went inside. Detectives later show him what they say is surveillance video of him from multiple cameras inside the mall.
And you walk over here, then another camera shows you walking the second floor, then it shows you stop right about here, then you see the cat come across here, standing right here, you start walking over to the food court, and then you shoot him in the back of the head. It's all on camera.
Ward eventually asks for a lawyer. He's being held in the Clark County Jail without bail. He's due back in court next month. In Clackamas County, health officials have confirmed the first human case of avian influenza or bird flu in the state this year. Officials say the person is linked to a previously reported outbreak at a commercial poultry operation. They add there is no evidence of person-to-person transmission, so the risk to the public remains low. County Public Health says the person was treated and has since fully recovered. And some good news for immigrant families who are living on the streets in Northeast Portland near the airport, including some very young children. After our series of stories, the Salvation Army tells us those families are now in a shelter not far from where they were camping. One of the mothers, a migrant from Venezuela, told KGW she came to Portland from elsewhere in the U.S. because she was told there would be work and opportunities. Okay, let's talk about the election because 10 days later, ballots are still being counted, and an Oregon House race that was thought to be over is actually very much alive. This is District 22, which covers Woodburn and Northern Marion County. The incumbent Republican Tracy Kramer now trails Democratic challenger Leslie Munoz by 34 votes. Munoz widening her lead from just one vote, a single one, earlier today. Now, this is notable because if Democrats flip this district, they will have a 3/5 supermajority in both chambers of the legislature. That gives them power to pass laws, including tax-related laws, without any Republican votes. The Marion County clerk telling OPB there are more than 800 ballots left to count, in addition to 700 more that voters can cure by verifying their signatures. They have until November 26th to do that, and election results must be certified by December 2nd. Well, meanwhile, Portland's change of government means its city council is about to triple in size. Alma McCarty has our first look at how City Hall is making room for 12.
Major renovations nearing the final phase at Portland City Hall.
I'm very eager to get it done. I want to meet the goals. I want to make the people happy. I want to keep us on time and on budget.
And according to city leaders, Caitlin McGeehee and her team are doing just that inside the 129-year-old building.
We had to weave the new and existing to make sure that we could welcome an expanded council with modern technology, security, and accessibility improvements, but also maintain a nod to our historic building.
Not only worth it, but required. The voters of this city said they wanted a new form of government. They wanted to expand from 5 to 12 members of the council. We also need space for the city administrator, for the council clerks. So the chamber obviously had to be completely reworked.
In addition to remodeling the chambers to make space for these 10 projected winners and 2 more, crews reconfigured the second floor offices. Mayor Ted Wheeler says all this costs a little over $8 million.
It's going to be done in about a week and a half, so I'm very excited to see this coming to completion.
And the completion is one of the final steps in the city's transition. Mayor Wheeler says on the executive side, they've been running under the new form of government for the last 6 months after he pulled all bureaus under the city administrator's control.
Basically, we'll be able to toss the keys across the table, and I'm looking for strong continuity as the new council comes on board.
The city will host existing council inside of the revamped chambers in December, and then they will welcome expanded council in the new year. Worth noting here, although they've made room for all 12 councilors, there's still just as much space for the public. David?
Yeah, a lot of big changes in just weeks away. Thank you, Alma. By the way, we're still waiting to learn who will occupy the final 2 city council seats. The Oregonian has projected these 10 winners with 1 seat in both District 1 and District 4 still too close to call. And it may be a couple of weeks. The county isn't set to release its final tally of ranked choice votes until November 27th. That is the day before Thanksgiving. We'll see.